All right, what's up, y'all? So it's Flying Squirrel. This is my UFC 304 recap. A lot of craziness happened tonight. It was a late night in the UK. Dude, where I'm at right now, it's 2 a.m. And I think this is when they started the prelims, which would be an absolute nightmare because the prelims on this were boring as crap. Oops. Dude, the prelims on this were boring as crap, man. We started with Muhammad Makayev versus Manel Kape. They had been fighting all week, squabbling backstage. Even when they got in the cage, they had to hold them back. They're like, hey, wait until the bell rings. And these guys were rah, 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 rah. Two little flyweights. Just could not wait to start fighting. And then as soon as the bell rings, dude, the guys, you couldn't get them to fight. Couldn't get them to touch each other. The ref literally said, action, fellas. I'm like, dude, what is going on? The highlight of that fight was definitely the wedgie, where Manel Kape got his cheeks exposed. Muhammad Makayev took a takedown and literally just pulled his pants down. I don't know what. I've trained a lot. I've wrestled a lot. I've done jiu-jitsu. I've fought a lot. I've never in my time on the mat have wanted to pull a dude's pants down. I've never seen the advantage to pulling a dude's pants down and showing his cheeks. But Muhammad Makayev did. And so, I mean, that's on him. That's on him. But yeah, dude, this fight was basically between the biggest hater in the world and Azesti Dagestani. They hated each other so much. I don't understand why. I don't understand what was going on. But Makayev went away with the win. It was a clear win for Makayev, in my opinion. But what was kind of sad was afterwards, he was like, oh, thank you, Manchester. Like, you guys have supported me since I was a kid. I'm so happy to fight here. And I was a refugee here. And this is my last fight on my contract. I hope that I can get another contract. You guys want to see some more of me? And dude, no one cheered back. And then even worse, just now in the press conference, Dana White, they were saying, hey, he needs to re-sign his contract. And Dana White said, I think the PFL is going to get a great undefeated guy. So yeah, they don't like him. They do not like Muhammad Makayev in the UFC. And Manel Kape is not that mature either. I don't know if they're keeping him, but we'll see, dude. But yeah, next fight, honestly, I didn't know who either of these guys were, but this this was basically what the whole fight looked like. This weird stance right here and this weird face that he's making. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking about what that face looks like, but you guys can go down in the comments and tell me what you think about that face. Next fight, we have Molly McCann versus Bruna Brazil. She got hit in the nuts pretty bad. It looked like it really hurt, honestly, because it was like a knee and a shin. But she had a pretty good first round. She got this sick takedown. You know, man, this is a wrestling channel first and foremost. And I love me a good takedown. I love me a good flare double leg takedown. And she got that. But then I realized that the girl she's fighting is a fighting nerd. Crap. Yeah, I said crap. And Cal Baralho was in her corner. And I just thought about all the fighting nerds that have fought in the last year and how they're all undefeated. And I said, oh, crap. This is not a can that they fed Molly McCann. No, this is an actual dog they just fed her. And she hurt her multiple times with knees to the body, legs to the body. You see that big old knot on her forehead, looking like the mummy. You remember in the Mummy when the beetles were crawling in their face? Ooh, look at her. Ooh. Yeah, that's what she looks like. So yeah, Molly McCann lost this. It kind of sucks. She lost at home, but it is what it is, man. You fight a fighting nerd. Don't bet against the fighting nerds, guys. We do not bet against fighting nerds anymore. We've learned our lesson. Next fight, be honest, I didn't even watch it. I went to McDonald's. All right, then we get into the main card. Arnold Allen versus Giga Chikadze. I thought this was going to be a banger. The first round was a banger. And we had some, flying knees, and we had a lot of action from Giga. And then he just gassed out. And the rest of the fight was just Arnold Allen teeing off on him, walking him down. You would have thought Arnold Allen was a 7-foot tall heavyweight. the way he was walking this down. He's just a bully. He's tactical. He's technical. He's in the right place at the right time. He makes the right decisions. Arnold Allen's pretty good. This was my first time actually watching his fight and watching Allen fight, and he was pretty impressive. Next fight, Obama eliminated a national security threat. I don't know why everyone thought Michael Clark Duncan was going to win this. That I heard so much Michael Clark Duncan glazing this week. And I was like, I don't know who either of these guys are. What did he do to you guys? Like, did he give you all a stimulus check? And now Obama has to come in and tell you that he's not fit to be president? Dude, either way, Obama came in there, rocked him, socked him up. I think it'd be cool to see him fight someone in the top 15. It was action the whole way through. I think if anyone could have gotten a fight of the night, it could have been these guys. But there wasn't many good candidates for fight of the night, except for, Paddy the Baddy. Dude, I'm so sick of hearing the crowd chant that. Guys, does England, y'all have a lot of great music. Why do you resort to just, Paddy the Baddy, all week long? Like, but dude, Paddy came in there, he whooped him. I got this pick right on my Tapology. I had a feeling Paddy is like 10 years younger than Bobby. Bobby, his biggest strength is his striking, but he doesn't have heavy hands. Like, when was the last time you saw him knock somebody out? He couldn't knock out he did kind of knock out Jim Miller, but he doesn't knock people out. And then you also know Scousers don't get knocked out, lad. So I was like, okay, Paddy's not going to get knocked out by Bobby Green. He might get outstruck, but you can only outstrike somebody. Paddy's going to figure out how to take it to the ground. And for some weird reason, King Green shot a takedown out of nowhere, instantly got put in a guillotine, instantly got that guillotine turned into a triangle. Then he got the angle right on that angle on the triangle. Then he switched into an armbar. And by that time, King Green was already out. I was kind of getting scared. I get nervous when I can tell that the fighter is already unconscious, but the ref isn't stopping it. I get nervous. But luckily he is okay. Then Paddy called out Renato Moicano, and I think that would be a great fight. He was saying like a tough season would be really great with them. I don't think a tough season would be great with Paddy Pimblett and Renato Moicano, just because we can't understand what either of y'all are saying ever. Woo! So maybe that, I don't know if y'all have voices for TV, but it would be a great fight, great lead up, awesome call out. But you know who had an even better call out, guys? Aspinall. John Jones. I have nothing against you. I just think I'm better than you. And I love to prove it. Boy, this was a good fight. All 60 seconds of it. And I made a video about this. Y'all remember that video I made? Oh, yeah, how it wasn't going to be close. Dude, I told y'all it was going to be the speed and the skill that was going to make the difference. And I felt kind of bad. Watching Embedded this week, Curtis Blaydes is actually a really cool guy. He's like super chill. I watched him on the Nina Drama interview, and he's really cool. Like, I feel like he and I would get along. We'd probably hang out. Well, we probably wouldn't hang out if he saw my video. But I feel like he's a really cool guy. He has a stutter. And when I saw that he has a stutter, I was like, oh, that's why he's not, grabbing the mic every chance he gets, because he has a speech impediment. But I love that he's a role model for anyone who does have a speech impediment, for anyone who does probably get bullied or anything. Like, these guys are heroes for that. But yeah, this fight was 60 seconds long. He didn't knock him out cold. I think it was a kind of a quick stoppage. Got your boy Mark Goddard in there. Basically, all you got to do for Mark Goddard to stop the fight is make it look like you're punching him a bunch from Turtle, and he'll stop the fight for you. So it helps if you're a British person on British soil. But needless to say, I think he would have won the fight either way. And that John Jones call out. What y'all think about that John Jones call out? I think Jones is stuck in a corner. I think Jones has to fight him now. And he said the perfect thing to get under Jones's skin. He says, I think I'm better than you. I think I'm better than you. The John Jones I grew up with, man. You say that to John Jones after knocking out one of the best heavyweight fighters in the world, I think John Jones fights you. I don't think John is gonna run anymore. I think he's gonna take care of Stipe, and then we're gonna get the fight of the freaking century. And I'm so excited about that. I finally have some hope. If this card did anything, it gave me hope for the future, for the heavyweight division and for the welterweight division. And we'll talk about the welterweight division later. Actually, we'll talk about it right now. Leading up to this fight, man, I was worried for Belal Muhammad. My heart has been saying Belal because y'all know I'm the biggest hater of Leon Edwards on YouTube. Okay, no one can't stand Leon Edwards more than me. Remember the name. Remember the name. Johnny just walked in. I'm chewing his gum way too hard, dude. So I think he lost the elevator exchange. He definitely looked nervous and looked weird, even though, I mean, but Belal definitely won the press conference exchange, standing on business, dude. Didn't flinch. Also, dude, like when you flinch at someone, when you buck, like you only do that if you want to, like if you're not about that action. Y'all think about in your life the times that you've bucked at somebody and the times that people have bucked at you. You're never doing it because you're actually going to fight. You're doing it because you want to scare them. And Belal, he saw right through it. Also, look at, dude, Belal is so freaking jacked. No homo, but he's jacked. He's in the best shape of his life. And he came in there and he dominated him, dude. We love to see it here, man. This is a wrestling channel first and foremost. We love to see the takedowns and the flares. Yeah, dude. That's what we love to see here and most of all, we love to see Leon Edwards get hit on his. Dude, I actually got kind of scared when that happened. When he knocked him on his head and then he did it again. There were some rounds where it's literally a 10-8 round. Like this was a more dominant fight against Leon Edwards than Kamaru Usman did. Yeah, he was more dominant than Kamaru Usman. Like he beat him everywhere in this fight. There was the only scare was in the third round when Leon reversed him and took his back for 3 minutes and tried to choke him out. But he didn't choke him out. He barely got under the neck, and Belal played defense the whole fight, or the whole round. It was kind of scary. He could have probably head kicked Belal Muhammad. And if he was a little more aggressive on the feet and let it go earlier in the fight, then he probably could have beat Belal Muhammad. But Belal was just 2 steps ahead. He's been visualizing this for 3 years. He hates this guy's guts. He's trained his whole life for this moment. And now he gets to see the fruit of his labor. So I was super happy. I'm very happy about the welterweight division because now we're going to have an active champion. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I really think that Belal versus Shavkat, I think that's actually going to happen earlier than 11 months from now. Belal versus JDM, I think that could happen earlier than 11 months from now. I feel like he's going to be the type of champion who actually accepts fights, who actually is game, who actually wants to defend his belt. I don't think Islam's going to fight him anymore now. You know, Islam was going to move up to welterweight and fight Leon. This hole in Leon's game is probably what Islam saw. He probably saw, hey, I can take this guy down and do what I want with him. The same way Kamaru Usman did, the same way that, you know, we train. But yeah, we're probably not going to see a double champ Islam because they're buddies. I think we're going to see a Shavkat Belal pretty soon. And I'm interested. That's an interesting fight. Based on this performance, I think Shavkat versus Belal is a very interesting fight. What do y'all think about the future of the welterweight division? What do you think about the future of the heavyweight division? Did y'all get your picks right? First of all, also, dude, don't get on me about my last video. I said Leon was going to win. I thought Leon was going to win because his striking is more crisp. But sometimes crisp striking doesn't win you the fight. Sometimes just having that dog in you, sometimes having that wrestling, you know, having that, this is a wrestling channel first and foremost. Having a sweet double leg and having a hip toss. Dude, I did that move when I was a wrestler. This is my favorite move. Anyone who knows me has actually had this done to them, including my wife. So I love a good double leg. Dana White was hating in the press conference. He was saying it wasn't a barn burner. I thought this fight was awesome. I thought this was a really exciting fight. But what do y'all think? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Like and subscribe if you haven't, or just subscribe. You don't have to like. Actually, you should like. Actually, you should like and subscribe if you haven't, like what I just said. But shout out to y'all, man. This Flying Squirrel, I'm out.